A very warm welcome to all of you. It gives me a great joy to invite you all to yet another wonderful meeting of Sattvic Toastmasters. At Sattvic Toastmasters, our vision is simple. We focus on healthy living, positive energy, and conscious growth. I encourage each of you, including our guests, to be here and listen with openness and applaud with enthusiasm and participate wholeheartedly wherever possible, whenever you are asked to speak. And keep your mind sharp because there will be time when you will be asked for some questions or evaluations or some opportunities where you can open up and speak. So let's begin this meeting. And I would like to invite our guests who are here. So let us see who we have today from our guest. Guest, please rename yourself with a prefix guest. So I can see Abhiram is joining as a guest, Ashish Arora as a guest, Pratham Arora. Okay, I can see a lot of people here who are first joining this club. So let me start with Ashish Arora. Ashish Arora, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can you introduce yourself? Are you a
Yeah.
Toastmaster or a guest?
Guest.
Guest, all right.
Yes.
So can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes. Good morning, sir. I am Ashish and I have completed bachelor's degree from Seth Jayaprakash Mukhandlal Institute of Engineering and Technology. Strongly believe in philosophy that challenges are opportunity to grow. One should always keep moving forward. I recently completed financial modeling and valuation course from Warship School, where I gained practical exposure to valuation methodologies such as DCF, trading comps, and transaction comps, and also able to make Excel-based financial model from scratch, utilizing advanced functions and pivot table. Beyond academics, I actively engage in participate and organize various campus events and serve as a coordinator of Invest clubs, which help me strengthen my leadership and teamwork skills.
All right. Thank you. I think you have given a complete profile of yours. Thank you so much, Ashish,
Thank
for joining
you.
us. I hope you would enjoy and speak up whenever there is opportunities during table topics and wherever you're asked some questions. That's
Yeah,
going to
sure.
improve your communication. And welcome to our club.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And next, let's see. Let's talk to Shubham. Shubham, I think you're joining for the first time. Would you like to unmute
Yes.
and yeah?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
So, hi, my name is Sugam. I am from the western side of Odisha, and I currently work as a senior research journalist. Coming to my education, I have a MBA in pharmaceutical management, and the motive behind joining this group is to improve my communication and to be more articulate in my way of communication. So that's what I am looking forward with this group. Thank you. And this is the my first time joining the group, as
Very good.
Bikram rightly means.
Very
Thank you.
good. Thank you, Shubham, for joining, and I hope you will have a wonderful meeting and learnings from this session. Next, wow, we have Rohit Jatani as a guest as well today. And I see Adarsh. So many guests today, huh? Okay. So let's talk to Vishal. Hi, Vishal. Would you like to unmute and introduce yourself?
Uh, Hello, Vikram. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Very good morning. So I'm Vishal Bandari. I'm a Toastmaster from Salesforce GDC Hyderabad Club, and here I am today to give my speech. One of the speeches which I would like to give as part of my pathway completions, and yeah, really excited to be part of this meeting.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shubham. Sorry, Vishal. And I think you are a speaker as well. So we are going to listen to your speech and all the best to you. Next, let's invite Rohit Jatani. Rohit Jatani, would you like to introduce yourself? You can say a few words about you, Joe
Mm.
Rohit.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning. Thank you for having me here. I just I'm attending Toastmasters meeting for the very first time. So I happen to be a very near and dear friend of Vikram Jyoti Prakash over here. Thank you, Vikram, for inviting. And a brief background about me: I have my own business apart. So couple of businesses. One is a traditional business into electronic appliances trading, and other, along with my wife, I'm a relationship and soulmate manifestation coach. So me and my wife, we both help people to manifest their soulmate, like we both have done. So that's it, a brief intro about me, and happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohit. I think your first meeting is going to be really a memorable one. We are happy to have you here. And next, let's move on to Vaishnavi Agarwal. Vaishnavi, would like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. First of all, good morning to all of you and a very happy Navratri. And this is my very second time to come on to this Satvik Toastmaster Club. And at the very first time, I was TTM, that is Table Topic Master, and I really, really enjoy to be that. And today, I am playing the role of grammarian. And if I give a small intro of myself, my background, so I must say that I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and currently I am in second year doing BTech in computer science and specialization data science. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad that you are joining for the second time and taking up grammarian role. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, for being with us. Next, let's move on to Asad, ASAD. Asad, am I right? Your name is? Do you like to unmute and speak a few words about you?
Yes, sir. My name is Mohammad Asad. Basically, I'm from Bihar, sir. And recently, I completed MBA in finance from Noida International University. Currently, I am living in Delhi and I'm searching for job in core finance. I'm here coming for improve my way of talking. That's it, sir.
Very good, Asad. And I hope this journey is going to be really wonderful with Toastmasters. So keep doing this Toastmasters whenever you can. And next, let's invite Hemavati. Hemavati, would you like to unmute and speak a few words?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, I'm Hamavati from Kite Toastmasters Club, currently pursuing BTech second year in the specialization of computer science. I'm looking forward for this meeting as it was my first time attending this club meeting. Thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you so much. A lot of new energy today. Youngsters are here, and I'm going to be enjoying this speeches. Did I miss anybody else who are guests? Can you please raise your hand if you're a guest, please? I see Anshu. Anshu, would you like to unmute and speak a few words?
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you're.
Yeah, my name is Anshu Kumar. I'm a uh,
Yes, go ahead, Anshu.
coming to on my degree. I'm recently graduated in BCom honors from Patna University and a couple of certification done in capital market and also done a valuation and financial modeling from ABJAB and currently I'm looking for the best opportunity in core finance.
Very good. And welcome to this meeting, Anshu. And let's
Yes.
hear from Suraj. Suraj Jana.
Hello everyone and good morning. I am from Odisha and currently I am pursuing my MBA in finance from IMS TVB Indore. Finance is the domain which interests me the most. So I have done some courses of finance like financial modeling, did some internships in research analyst and also done some certifications like of NISM. And I firmly believe that hardcore skills are not enough to grow in a professional life. So I would like to join this club and will grow with you guys.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, Suraj. I hope you have a wonderful meeting with us. And next, let's talk to Pratham Arora.
Yeah, hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. And this is my first meeting with the with Toastmasters, and I'm a finance graduate, and I have cleared CFA level 1, and I have done BCom honors from Christ University, and further I am looking for opportunities, and that's why I'm here to improve my communication skills. And one more thing is, can you please tell me about what is Toastmasters, as I am like it's my first meeting with them, and I have an idea but not properly. So
Very good. Welcome to this meeting, Pratham.
yeah.
Next, let's talk guest, nothing but our T-Mod itself. T-Mod Navya, would you like to introduce yourself? I think this is your first meeting here, right?
Yeah, hi Vikram. Actually, this is my third time
Anybody else I
attending
missed?
Satvik Toastmasters.
Right. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, Navya.
Am I audible? Hello?
You are audible. I heard that you're joining for third time.
Yeah, it's Toastmaster Vikram.
You're audible.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello all. Myself Toastmaster Navya, and I am from SRIT Vibrance Club, and currently I am pursuing my final year in the stream of Computer Science and Engineering. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Vikram.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see Pujit. Pujit, I think you're also joining for the first time. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello all. I'm Toastmasters Pujit in Kai Toastmasters. Yes, this was my first time meeting with the Satvik Toastmasters. So I hope I have a great time. And I also playing the role with them. So I'm eagerly waiting to what you got to know. Over to you.
Very good. Thank you, Pujit. And last but not the least, let's talk to Abhiram, who's also a guest, who's a regular guest for this club. Abhiram, would you like to unmute and say a few words about yourself?
Yeah, a very pleasant morning to all. My name is Abhiram, and currently I am pursuing my BTech first year from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology in the stream of Electrical Communication and Engineering. And two words about me that I am very courage and confident. And yes, thank you. Over to Vikram.
Thank you, Abhiram. I covered everybody. So now I'm so excited to have you all here. A lot of new energy, new people joining for the first time. So we are going to enjoy all of you, hear all of you, and listen keenly to whatever speeches that we are going to have. And let's move. Let's give the virtual podium to our Toastmaster of the day, who is Navya. Over to you, Navya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Toastmaster Navya, your Toastmaster of the day. And the theme for today's meeting is From First Words to Lost Applause. Think back when you first joined Toastmasters. From most of us, the beginning wasn't easy, right? Our hands shake and our voices crack, and even some of us prayed this that our Wi-Fi or maybe the microphone would magically stop working so that we will not have to give our speeches, right? That's our first words. I clearly remember my first icebreaker speech. I was so nervous that I raced it like I'm competing in a speed. Hello?
Yes, you're audible. Go ahead, Navya.
Yeah. When I first delivered my icebreaker speech, I was so nervous. I just felt like I'm racing in a competition, and when I sat down I couldn't remember the things which I had mentioned in my icebreaker speech. But most of the audience still smiled, nodded their head, and given a round of applause. And in that moment, I realized something which is very important while delivering a speech is those first words that doesn't need to be perfect, they are just to be spoken. This is the true beauty of Toastmasters. It teaches us the courage which is more important than the polish of the speeches, that progress matters more than the perfection, and that every single speech, no matter how nervous or messy it is just a step forward from those shaky beginnings. we all are here just to stand taller, speak clearer, and express ourselves with confidence. And just as every journey begins with the first words, today's meeting is a journey too, moving from the courage of starting to the lessons we learn long away. And finally, the joy of receiving that last applause. So that's the reason why I choose it today's theme. And before we move forward, let's understand the meeting, how this meeting works. For that, let me invite our general evaluator to introduce the evaluation team. That's Toastmaster Shahid. Over to you, Toastmaster Shahid.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Navya. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I see a lot of young energy, and mostly when I heard from the Gus introduction, so most of the people from the finance. So I'm happy to see all the new faces here. So just for everyone's understanding, as you are all, most of you are joining for the first time. So there is a format like you will be hearing so many jargons like TMOD, PO, and those and all. So maybe this is the first time, right? Please stick to those, even those are new words to you. And the format will be like we will be having the speeches, evaluations, and there will be one segment where everyone will be voluntarily coming and giving their speeches. Okay, so this is the brief about how the Toastmasters will flow. So to run the show, so we need some role players. So those are our tag team. So today our timer is Aniket. So I would like to ask Aniket to come up on the virtual podium and to explain about his role. Toastmaster Aniket.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Shahid. Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid. So, I am the timer for today's meeting. My role will be to time various speeches, table topics, and the evaluations. So, for the prepared speeches section, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. And there's a 30-second grace period on both the upper and lower side for the prepared speeches. So the time the speaker have to speak for 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds in order to qualify for the voting. For the table topics, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card, and 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a 30-second grace period on only the upper end. So the speaker have to speak for 1 minute 30 second to 2 minutes 30 second. Similarly, for the evaluations, at 2 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a 30-second grace period on both upper and lower end. So the speaker have to speak for 1 minute 30 second to 3 minutes 30 second in order to qualify for the voting. So, I will present my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. But better for everyone's visibility, can you please share the timer cards once?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like this I will show.
Green, yellow, red. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. Now we will move on to the next role player, our R counter. Today's R counter is Toastmaster Hemavati. So I would like Toastmaster Hemavati to come and explain about her role.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster. General Evaluator. I'm Toastmaster Hemavati from Kite Toastmasters Club. Guys, imagine you are in a fast moving train and suddenly a jerk occurs. What do you think? You will be surprised and you will be shocked, right? That's what exactly happens when you forgot to speak what to speak next and forgot to speak what next. So I am here to identify your flaws there. As an accountant, I am here to identify your accounts like as, is, and repeat words and filler phrases in your speeches. And I will be noting the short pauses, which will be 3 seconds, and the long pauses, which will be 5 seconds. And I will be giving my report when General Evaluator calls me up for the reporting. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemavati, for the crisp introduction of the role. Now we will move on to the next role, our English teacher. It's none other than Toastmaster Vaishnavi. So she is the grammarian for today's meeting. So I would like to ask Vaishnavi to introduce her role.
Okay, so again, very good morning to all the Toastmaster and dear guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers' word usage. I will take note of all the good usage as well as misusage of the speaker. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day for today's meeting. So, for today's meeting, the word of the day is eloquent, which means persuasive and expressive in speaking or writing. Example, her eloquent speech left the audience inspired. And for today's meeting, the phrase of the day is win hearts, not just ears. It means that communication is not only about words we say, but also about the emotions we leave behind. Example, a true speaker aims to win hearts, not just ears. Okay. So each speaker is encouraged to use word of the day and phrase of the day. If they use word of the day, we all will appreciate them by showing thumbs up and a very bright smile. And in case they use the phrase of the day, we all will appreciate them by using double thumbs up and again a very charming smile. I will take note of all these things, and at the end of the meeting, I'm going to show my report. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, for explaining us about the word of the day and the phrase of the day and posting in the chat beforehand. So, and I am impressed with your eloquent way of explaining the word of the day. And I see like today's theme, whatever we have, it will be win hearts, not just ears. With this, we have one more role, that is the active listener role, that is Toastmaster Pujit. So Toastmaster Pujit, would you like to explain about the active listener role?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
So a warm good morning to everyone. I'm Toastmaster Pujit in my Toastmasters. So today's listener, my role is quite simple and fun. I will be listening carefully to everything happened in the meeting. In the end, I will ask you easy and interesting questions based on what we hear today. And this role helps us to stay actively and recalls the key moments and wrap up the section in the engaging way. So stay tuned. I might have a question for you all. So
Thank you, Pujit, for explaining the role. And with this, we have all the role players ready and the whole crew is ready. Now we need to start our ship. Okay, so with this, I will hand over back to the virtual stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navya. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid. We are ready to begin the most exciting part of our meeting. That's the prepared speeches. This brings us the second stage of our theme, the journey. After those first nervous words, every Toastmaster begins to explore. We experiment with gestures, with humor. Sometimes we shine and sometimes we stumble. But each step tells us something. I still remember one speech where the speaker blanked out and he just stood smiling towards the audience. Later, someone from the audience screamed like, "Wow, that was such a confident pause." And that's when I realized even mistakes can become milestones on this journey. Now let's make this interactive. Open the chat box and just type one word. What Toastmasters have given you so far? Yeah, Abhiram says that's confidence. Manoj says it's identity. Okay, it could be confidence, courage, or sometimes even better Wi-Fi discipline. And wonderful, just look at the variety. But all these points towards come under the growth. That's what this journey is about. Discovering something new in ourselves with every step. And now it's continue this journey by listening to our prepared speeches. To share the objective for our first speaker, let me invite the evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram, to read out the objectives of the first speaker, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar. Over to you, evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. So today my speaker, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, is attempting his second project under level 1 of presentation mastery. So his purpose of the speech is to prepare speech with a purpose. So I wish all the best to my speaker to have a wonderful experience delivering his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. With a round of applause, now let me invite the speaker number 1, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar. Values leads purpose. Values leads purpose. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Navya. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest. So, every day we lead our life. Do we see a purpose in that? Are you game with me? How many of you are having a purpose in your life? Can you raise a hand? Wonderful. Great. Some of the audience, some of the guests really showed us the hands. But how unique you are. Maybe 10,000 among 10,000, one among them, 10,000. Are you game with me? 10,000. How unique you are. Maybe 100,000 people, you are the unique. What is the maximum number? Anybody wanted to game with me? How uniqueness you are entire. Maybe you are resembling of a uniqueness personality. Anybody wants to add this?
I think I'm the most unique guy in the whole humanity.
Great, wonderful. So if you see the 1800 billions of people in the world, definitely I appreciate Toastmaster Manoj being, you are a uniqueness, you are unique among 800 crores of the people. So that's everybody, every human being is a unique in the universe. So the purpose, the life purpose, very famous book, Ikigai. How do you be very long life and happy life? There is a purpose behind on every human being or any living being in the world. There is a purpose given by nature. So every day we wake up, we go to for a work or for some studies to have our bread and butter. And then again, end of the day, we take rest. And then again, the next day, start up. So that means the life is going on a routinal basis. Then, if so, there is a purpose behind it, how the purpose has been come out. And naturally, every human being has given certain rights in this journey of their life. So in that context, the purpose to be given a drive, a factor into the consideration, there are something which is very, 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 very important to drive as such. That is an engine. So values are being engines to drive the purpose and then achieve what you wanted to, or how unique you are being among the 800 crores of the human. So if I say an example of how do you be a unique, how do you drive a values? If you look at Mahatma Gandhi history, he has been a unique personality, and then he has a purpose that he wanted to make the freedom to the India. But it is not just as came just like that. There is a behind history to hand. So if you look at any values to be driven, it comes from the nature of experiences. Where I live, where I study, where I behave, where I be socialized. So from the experiences, you will get a formation of a belief system. So if you see in a home, you will have some kind of values because of how you demonstrate the behaviors and experience as such. Then you will form a belief. When you go to the society, you will see someone experiences how people are behaving, how people are treating, how they are, their habits. These are all experiences. From the experiences, I call out some belief systems. Okay, if I do this, if I do like this, I will become like that. Then you will form a belief system. When the belief is being created, you will come out with a purpose. Okay, this is what I experience. This is what I draw. Can I have a purpose? It may be a something that I wanted to achieve. If I wanted to do something, so you will form a one kind of a purpose. So that purpose drives, but the purpose drives because of certain value system. So as Mahatma Gandhi had certain values, some of the things like the values. Anybody want to guess the values? Mahatma Gandhi values that he has driven? Anybody wants to?
Truth and non-violence.
Exactly. Non-violence is one value that he has demonstrated entire life. Ahimsa. So that as a value that he has demonstrated across his lifespan. Satyam, truth, is another value that he has always been like the intention thoughts are being associated to delivering on the truth. He has also made one more value. One is justice and equality. Can I be a more against of the discrimination? Can I make equality in the society? Can I build that as a value? So he has embedded as well as he has demonstrated. He has also demonstrated a simplicity. So which is being wearing a simple clothes, having a simple food. These are all the values. So every human being has certain values with achieving the purpose. So similarly, Ravi Kumar has also certain values that I have developed over a period of time with a clear purpose. My purpose is transforming the people. I have a values which I have drawn. One is respect, integrity, and then support and excellence. These are the values that I have been demonstrated over a period of time. But easy remembrance of these values, like I have articulated in a way, like a logo, which is a sun, is a logo that I have created, and I have a tagline like rise always. So this being one of the tagline and the values that I have driven from my side, I could able to achieve what I wanted to, what I'm today. So conclusion is like try to have a values with a purpose, you will be able to achieve. So have articulated your values and demonstrate those values. You can become a great personality in the journey of Toastmasters. Thank you for all the opportunity for me. And it was an eloquent audience. And I feel that I win the heart of the people, not just ears. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, and your speech is just eloquent. Moving forward, let me call the next evaluator, Toastmaster Manoj, to read out the objectives of the speaker number 2, Toastmaster Vishal. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Happy morning, each one of you. Today, my target speaker is on his path breaking. Did I say something wrong? Yeah, path completion project. A path completion project is always a path breaking project too. So he is going to deliver a talk on the growth trajectory of becoming a dynamic leader. Yes, a dynamic leader is all ready with his eloquence to win hearts, not just ears. Time to note, time is 10, 11, 12, 10 to 12. With that, back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Now let's Toastmaster Vishal. From shaky voice to steady leadership. From shaky voice to steady leadership, Toastmaster Vishal, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navya. Hope I'm audible. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Have you ever had that moment where your heart starts beating like a dole in a barat? And your palms turn into a mini waterfall. And your brain gives only one signal: run, run, run. In how many situations in your life have you come across these feelings? Could you please answer the question? Like,
Multiple
what all
times.
situations? What was that, Shahid?
From my side, multiple times I faced that. So the first incident was like delivering a presentation when I was doing my undergraduation in front of everyone. So that was the first situation.
Okay. Any other situations?
When I first went on stage to deliver my speech.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I could see some brave hearts who can really admit that they were into this similar situation. And even for me, like, nervousness hasn't come from any horror movie when I was watching any Conjuring, things like that. But it has really come when I was about to stand on a stage to give a public speech. My idea of dynamic leadership back then was to dynamically run away from the microphone. Good morning, respected members of Satvik Toastmasters Club and the lovely guests. My name is Vishal, and seeing the energy in this room reminds me why I love being part of Toastmasters in the first place. I want to share my journey of completing the dynamic leadership pathway today. Let me start off with the early struggles. When I first joined Toastmasters, my main goal was to be very simple. Don't fade on the stage. That was a very simplistic idea, which I went on with. It was low expectation, and high pressure. I would go to the meetings armed with all the plans, like plan A, plan B, and also have another plan, which is plan exit. I was terrified of forgetting some of the lines. Sometimes terrified on tripping on the way to the lectern. But something magical happened. The Toastmaster environment, people didn't just listen, they encouraged. They didn't just nod, they clapped. Slowly, I started finding my voice. I went from how do I survive this speech to how to make this speech funny. And then something truly shocking happened. I won the Best Speaker Awards in some of the meetings. And it's been 5 times which I have won throughout this pathway across different clubs. And for someone who was pausing to recollect the speech to someone who is pausing to make this particular speech effective, that's where I have grown as a best speaker. Let me talk about the ribbons that we get as part of the Toastmasters. At first, I thought these are just a fancy things which are there in the Toastmaster, where we are given the best speaker as a ribbon, or best evaluators as a ribbon. But soon I realized they were the symbols of growth. Each ribbon represented courage, practice, and persistence. They weren't just about speaking, they were about connecting, inspiring, leading. Have you ever noticed how much small achievements can make a huge difference? That's what these ribbons did for me. They reminded me that dynamic leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about a slow study of learning in a daily life. Now, let me talk about my leadership. How did I grow as a leader being part of this pathway? The real test actually came when I was leading one of the volunteer organization. And in that particular, the main objective was to align all my members. And as you all know, let me ask you a question here. How many times, how many of you actually were able to successfully make a Goa trip on the very first attempt of your plan? Anyone who were able to really make a very first attempt and they planned it and just went on a Goa trip? I don't think anyone could have done that. And it's the same sometimes when I started off my leadership in the volunteering organization. And it was almost like actually I was planning for a Goa trip with my members. And you know what happens with a Goa trip. Slowly it starts fading and the idea also gets faded. Right. So, but the lesson from the Toastmasters, actually, I have learned that something like conflict resolution, project management, team motivation, and suddenly these started making sense to me. We started organizing successfully and mentor people with some good progress. I realized that leadership isn't about commanding, it's about empowering others to achieve a common goal. So what has this journey taught me actually? The confidence isn't the trait that you're born with. It's built on one table topic at a time, one role at a time. And Toastmasters is a laboratory for growth. You can experiment, make mistakes without judgment, and get the right backup. I also learned that fear is not just an enemy. It's a signal by itself that when we have a pounding heart or that sweaty palm, that's an opportunity for us to grow in that situation. And when you feel that nervous excitement, it's signs that something meaningful is going to happen and you're going to grow. Now, let me talk about my real-time leadership as part of my dynamic leadership, and I'm also a president of the club. So I just want to share some experiences how I applied my learnings as part of this transformation. I have learned that as a leader, we should sometimes be a juggler, talking to different people, interacting with different members around, and sometimes like we come up with an agenda. At the same time, we go and talk to a guest speaker, getting interrupted by many things like that. So we should start being a juggler of balls, and we should ensure that balls are in the air and stay connected. The next thing which I have learned is being a cheer officer, the chief cheer officer, where for any small achievement which my club members do, I keep cheering them or clapping or applauding them for that. And especially when someone is trying to give their icebreaker for the very first time, I would privately message them and appreciate them for their achievements. And also, when it comes to some of the people who are little hesitant and then they come to me and say that they want to give their very first speech, I take the translation of their thing that they need some mentorship. They want to give their speech, but not so confident. So they need some support and mentorship. And that's the translation which I also learned as part of leadership, because some people are kind of introverts. They don't usually open up. So all these learnings as a leader and applying them in my leadership journey as a president of the club has given me an extra exposure of my dynamic leadership pathway. So what's next in my journey? Completing the dynamic leadership pathway wasn't just the finish. It's actually a lap in my race. And my next challenge is the presentation mastery. I just want to craft the stories and I just want to inspire people with my storytelling, give some good examples of my life, make them think about it and also help them grow. So this is something which I am expecting out of my next pathway, which is a presentation mastery. And every Toastmaster I see here is filled with lot of potential. The talent, energy, and the dedication I see here today are inspiring. My story is just one example of what's possible. So here, my challenge for you. Think about your next step. Is it an icebreaker or taking up a role as a Toastmaster of the day or starting the pathway that excites or scares? Say yes. Embrace the nervous excitement because on the other side of the feeling is a strong, more confident, and more dynamic version of yourself. Thank you for welcoming me for such a warm meeting, and let's all grow, laugh, learn together, and lead together. Thank you, everyone.
I think we need to give a standing ovation for the path completion of Toastmaster Vishal. I request each one of you, wherever you are, please stand up and give a standing ovation to all wonderful people.
Thank you, Manoj, and thank you, everyone, for that gesture.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. And seems like your speech didn't just won, still didn't won the heart. Toastmaster Vishal, seems like your speech won the hearts, not just the ears.
Thank you, Navya.
Yeah, before we step into the table topic session, let me ask you a question. What's the powerful thing from an audience that boosts up the confidence of a speaker? Please unmute yourself and answer the question. Should I repeat the question?
A big round of applause. It will boost them.
Yeah, still.
And when they are asking some questions, if we answer them, so it will be very easy for them to progress ahead instead of getting stuck.
Yeah, you're right, Toastmaster Shahid. But the most, still one thing to be counted here is the expressions. Expressions of the audience also boost up the confidence of a speaker. So for this, let us have a small activity for the expressions. So I want everyone to on your mic, on your video cam. Yeah. Now I'll give you I want you to give expression for the word I say. Surprise. Sad. Happy. Yeah, that's really great. So now let's step into the table topic session. For this, let me invite the table topic master, Toastmaster Vikram. Toastmaster Vikram, over to you.
Thank you so much, Navya, for giving me this opportunity to be the table topics master. So let me introduce the section to you all. I think there are so many newcomers here who are attending the meeting for the first time. So one of the most exciting parts of every Toastmasters meeting is table topics.
Vikram, can I have a minute, please, before you start?
Yes, please.
Timer, could you tell us the timing of both the speakers? Sorry to intervene. I just wanted to find out about speaker number 2, how much time was given to him.
Yeah, around 9 minutes 50 seconds. I think the time limit was 10 to 12 minutes. There was some confusion, but yeah, that was around 9 minutes 50 seconds, or around 10
Because I
minutes.
think you followed the old convention of 5 to 7.
Yeah. There
So
was
there was a
some
bit of
confusion with me.
confusion which
Sorry for
Vishal
that.
had to rush off towards the end.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back to Vikram.
Okay. So let me start again. So right now we are having this table topic section. I'll be the table topics master for today. So the purpose of table topics is simple. It is to help you overcome the fear of impromptu speaking. Because in life, opportunities don't come all the time. When it comes, we have to go and grab it. How will you grab it? When you have the right words to use, the right thoughts, the right way to put it forward. So that is what we are going to practice in this section of table topics. And here is what the format of this section. I will be calling on a member, or sometimes I'll be even calling a guest. Mainly this section is for guests to come up and speak on any topic that is given to you. So you will have 1 to 2 minutes to share your thoughts. Don't worry about being perfect, because today's theme itself says that, what is more important is the first word. That is the progress, not the perfection. There is no right or wrong answer to any of the table topics, so you can give your own thoughts. The goal is simply to speak, share, and enjoy the process. With that, let us start the table topic section. I would like to have some of the volunteers. First, we will be starting with the seasoned speaker and then followed by guests. So can we have your hands raised for those who want to participate in the table topic section? Okay, I can see Manoj raising his hand. So let us give the first topic to our Toastmaster Manoj. I see only Manoj raising the hand. Anyone else is raising as well? 1 second. Let me look at the gallery. Okay, I see Abhiram raising his hand. Fine. So the first topic, we will give it to Manoj. Manoj, Toastmaster Manoj, here is the topic for you. What is the best ending line you have ever heard in a speech or a movie? What is the best ending line you have ever heard in a speech or a movie, Toastmaster Manoj?
Thus, my voice was a journey from shaky voice to steady leadership. Don't you think it's an inspiring line? I heard it about 2 minutes back, and that was really a great line from a demonstration that was given before me of becoming a dynamic leader. Isn't that a journey of all of us? When you took birth, learning to speak, it was unintelligible what he spoke. Mama, Papa. From now, we can speak, yes, Mom, I want this. Yes, Papa, I require that. So that's the journey that all of us are traveling. And while making it meaningful, the words, the essence of this line, from shaky voice to steady leadership, words have power. They can make or mar relationships. They create magic. If it is a positive word, you are great, Vikram. Thank you for giving me this chance. Doesn't that make you feel good? I see that smile on your face. So that's adding positivity. But if I say, oh, you are too very useless a guy, this is like black magic. So choose wisely what word you are using. Is it black magic or really miraculous magic? We can create a wonderful word by our words. Remember, Second World War, the Holocaust, the Nazis. One person brainwashed the people, the intelligent people of Germany, to create havoc, to kill, murder, and what. At the same time, another guy in India propelled people to embrace nonviolence and truth. to get us freedom. That's the power of vote. So choose wisely to travel from shaky voice to steady leadership. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manoj. That's a wonderful take on the topic. You brought my name as well in the topic, which grabbed my attention a lot on your speech. Thank you so much for that, all the wisdom that you have shared on your table topic speech. Next, let's look at, okay, Shahid. While I'm giving a topic to Shahid, I want others to come forward. Rohit, Shubham, Rakesh, all of you, please raise your hands. Otherwise I will be calling your names. Okay, fine. So, Shahid, you want a easy or a tough topic, Shahid?
Give me the tough one. I will try.
Tough one? All right.
Maybe there is a one saying, right? Whatever comes to you. So whatever you want to say, you say in connection with that, whether it is tough or easy.
Okay. So here is the topic for you. What makes a speech memorable? From the first word to the final clap. What makes a speech memorable? From the first word to the final clap? Toastmaster Shahid.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, for giving me this such a wonderful topic. We are all human beings. We are connected with our emotions, feelings, and so many thoughts. What will connect us from others? So the things which we have faced before, let's say we face some difficulty and we share the same with whoever has dealt with the same. He will feel, and he will, if he has gone through such a situation, the other person will try to give some suggestions that will connect us. And like whatever, maybe if any person, if any unknown person, if we are traveling by road, if any unknown person is in some trouble, if you try to help him without any intention, so that will embrace the love and show instead of any other discrimination. So like this, whatever the difficulties, whatever our experiences, and whatever we feel before, let's say few people feel but they won't do it, but if you start doing it, then it will connect with the people and it will give more happiness, inner happiness to ourselves instead of others also. So let's say I want to help any person for the study, so I'm just thinking, I'm not helping. If I help them and if you see growing them, then that will give more happiness. If you share these kind of whatever the experiences and whatever the difficulties and whatever maybe the suggestions, these will connect with everyone and it will give more value to us, and as well as those experience will help others also to learn from them and to take the decisions based on those things. So this will make people to remember, to connect, and to applaud till the end. So I think every one of us will remember this and try to habituate and try to help others and try to do as much as you can. So with this, I will conclude my speech and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much for that eloquent speech, Shahid. I truly enjoyed it. I think your speech mentions even applies to the phrase of the meeting as well. We have to connect with hearts, not just the ears, right? So that's wonderful. Next, we have Abhiram and Rakesh who have raised their hands. So now we are going to do it face off with these two speakers. What I'm going to give is, I'm going to give a topic. One person, there'll be two ends to my topic. One person will take the first one and the second person will take the second, the second one. So the title is Applause versus Silence. The first speaker will speak on applause is ultimate reward. And the second speaker will speak on this line, which is a silent, thoughtful audience is more powerful. Okay, so both of you can choose which one you want to speak about. First, let's start with Abhiram because you raised the hands first. So which topic is better you want to talk about? Applause is the ultimate reward, or a silent, thoughtful audience is more powerful? Applause versus silence.
Yeah, I would take. Thank you, Vikram, for this opportunity, and I would choose applause as a reward. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So before you start, Abhiram, you have 2 minutes, the same time limit. You will speak for 2 minutes. After that, the second speaker will speak. Okay.
yeah. Applause is a reward. As I remember in few of my speeches in the school time, that when I was giving a speech, if I want to check the audience are really attentive or not, I would just ask some questions, right? Then, then during my giving my words, when when the people used to applaud, give a hand clap, or just you know, right, how we like shout that when we are in a kind of a lively manner of during the words which are given by others. So it gives me that kind of sparks, so that I could motivate and tell more about that topic. So this is how applause and works on the speaker itself, and it also gives you that level of courage and confidence, so that you can give 100 speeches more, 100 speeches more. So yeah, I will conclude my topic with this.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abhiram. I think it's a great take on the topic. So before the second speaker begins, I want you to remind that you have to give your personal experiences in your speeches, okay? Just if you give personal experiences, people can connect well with that. So please try to add some personal experiences. So Rakesh, I think you have the
Yes, sir.
what you will, yeah, you have that opportunity now to talk on silence. A silent, thoughtful audience is more powerful.
Yes. Thank you very much, table topic master. The silent audience is more and thoughtful audience is more powerful. Why? Because what happens when you are unwinding yourself or giving some thought as a speaker to the audience, and audience is engrossed in your speech, how you can perceive that they are totally embedded in that, only because of the fact when they have lost themselves, or they are oblivion of the fact where they are, and they are just pondering as to what are you saying. They are to the ultimate core of the heart, they are just giving their ears to what you are saying, because you will, by this fact you will just be moved that whatever am I saying is that is going to their hearts, not only to the ears, because in the heart they are just absorbing and thinking as to how it can be correlating to their lives or their experiences. So that will be more powerful. Second thing is that when a silent or the thoughtful audience is before you, that will give you the space to unwind you without interrupting as to what your thoughts are running in your mind. Applause is good to keep you motivated, but at times that at times it causes the disturbance, it causes disruption in your thinking also, because the train of thoughts can only be seamless or smooth when and only when it has a steady and slow and steady pace at which you are thinking. If it is disrupted by even a single clap, then you will have to reinstate your thoughts to that very level where you have lost. It will certainly give you the impetus to carry it on. What I have observed so far in my speeches as being the Toastmaster in my club, I feel very much overwhelmed when I receive the clapping only at the end of my speech, not in between, because that causes disruptions in my thinking as well as my delivering the speech to the audience. Thank you very much. It concludes my speech. Thank you very much. Back to table topic
Thank
master.
you. Thank you, Rakesh, for that very strong point and wonderful way of expressing, taking this topic. I was thinking,
Thank
what
you.
are you going to talk about? But I think you made it very clear that the applause in between the speeches disrupts the flow of the speaker. That is a very good point that you took and spoke about. Thank you so much, both of you, Abhiram and Rakesh. And next, who are the next two? Okay, we have two hands raised again. We have Shubham and Vaishali who will face off now. So the topic for both of you is first speech versus best speech. First speech versus best speech. So the first person who raised a hand is Shubham. Shubham, which one you want to talk about? First speech or the best speech?
First speech, because
All right.
I am delivering. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so you will talk on the topic first speech, and Vaishnavi will talk on the topic which is best speech. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Your time starts now.
Yeah. So as I introduce myself, this is the very first time for me here. So that's why I have chose the first speech itself. And saying the first speech itself, I am making my train of thoughts that what I should say here, because to be very honest, my heart is beating out loud and I'm feeling that kind of nervousness. So admitting it makes it a little less scarier to me. So yeah, so this is what actually I wanted to say. And for me, public speaking has been a huge concern, be it for the first time or anytime. So I just want to face it. And when Bikram rightly mentioned that everyone have to participate or speak anything about anything, I was to be very honest, hesitant for the very first time. I tried to hide myself, not to raise hand. But again, I thought that uh, it's always the first time. There is always first time, and we have to face our fears for that. So I I I put my head down, make it less scarier, and to make anything less scarier, my father always says to face it head on. So that's what I am doing in my very first speech. And thank you so much for listening to me, and have a great day.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you,
yeah.
Shubham. Thank you. Can we all give a big round of applause for this first speech ever on Toastmasters to Shubham? Thank you, Shubham, for that first speech. I really was feeling that this really your first speech, because you already told your experiences, you connected with all your heart to all of us. So that's what I was mentioning from beginning. You have to share your experiences, right? So you are the first speaker who have shared your personal experience. That is really good. Next, let's move on to Vaishnavi. So your topic will be best speech.
Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram, for giving such a wonderful topic. So, yes, I must mention that my first speech was itself a best speech because I have given only one speech till the date. If you would speak about a speaker's slot, or else I would like to mention that it was a very special for me. As you know what, your first speech is not just your first speech. It is something like you are breaking out of your comfort zone, which is really, really necessary. And if I would like to share my experience, I must say that when I was in class 8, 7, 6, or below that, I was a very great stage performer. Like I used to have a very dance performance. I used to give a lot of dance performance, fancy dresses, table topics, extempore, group discussion, and a lot of public speaking. I was like lighting up for the stage till class 8 only. After that, from class 9th and 10th, I was suffering from, obviously, COVID session was going on. And so that's why I didn't went to any kind of stage from class 9th and 10th. And 11th and 12th, I was preparing for JEE examination. So obviously I was cut off from all these segment like stage performance, applause, music, dance, everything. So when I came to college for in the first year, I found a platform that is Toastmaster. And I was really nervous. The girl who once lit up on the stage is now nervous and unconfident. So this really disappoints me. And this stage gives me, stage to speak and break my comfort zone and bring my voice back. So I really want to say that my first speech itself was the best speech. And thank you so much, everyone.
Wonderful, wonderful take on this topic. You believe that your first speech is the best speech. That itself makes it a best speech, Vaishnavi, because you are your own critic, right? So that itself means that you have already started practicing delivering best speeches. No wonder already you are playing your roles very well. So I can see that you are a best speaker already. Thank you so much, both of you, for taking that wonderful topic. Next, I want two more names. I'm going to pick the names now because I don't see any more hands raised. Let me pick Rohit. Rohit Chetani will be the next speaker. Rohit, will you be able to take up a topic along with another speaker? Rohit and Pratham Arora. Can we spotlight both of them? Zoom Master. Rohit and Pratham Arora. Both of you, can you please come forward? Are you guys okay to speak now? Because I'm not able to spotlight. Zoom Master, can you help spotlight both of them? Unless you come on
Yeah, I
camera, we may
think
not be able to.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your camera should be on before I can spotlight you. Anybody else is on camera who wants to speak? Not yet. Come on, guys, switch on your camera. Otherwise, we may not be able to spotlight you. Okay, anybody else who wants Pujit or Hemavati, Anshu? Anybody wants to take a topic? Okay, Rohit, it's not going to be a face-off, but I'm going to give you a topic if you're okay to talk. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, Vikram, you are audible.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm audible, right? I think this other side, I'm not sure. Pratham?
They're the first time speakers. Maybe they're a little
Yes,
bit hesitant, it
I
seems.
know.
Yeah.
Anshu, can you please come on camera? Anyone, please?
It's Anshu Kumar. Yeah.
Yes, Anshu is switched on his camera and let me spotlight him. Anshu, would you like to take a topic? I'll give you an easy topic, okay? Am I audible, Anshu? All right. So the topic for you is opening versus closing. Which is important? Opening versus closing in a speech.
Sorry, but I didn't know about lens. What's the word you tell?
Okay, so I'll explain the topic a little more. Which is important, opening of a speech or a closing of a speech? You have to talk for 2 minutes on this topic, okay? What do you think about, you can share your personal experiences. What is important in a speech? For example, now you saw Ravi has delivered a speech, our Vishal has delivered a speech. Which is important, opening or closing? Which one you liked? That's what you should talk about for 2 minutes.
I think both opening and closing are equally important.
Right.
Because
You have to talk for 2
the
minutes. Yes, go ahead.
because the listener starting the engaging and throughout the last the ending and could be a better ending they give me.
Any personal experiences you want to add, you can add.
Personally, I had no experience on that particular topic because it's my first time speech toward the many members with Toastmaster, and for next time I'll be prepared for that.
All right. But anyway, you came on camera and you're really started your journey here. So this is really, wonderful that you brought in yourself and put yourself in this situation to take up a topic. That is really wonderful, Anshu. So anybody else? Thank you so much, Anshu, for taking up
Thank
this
you.
chance. Next, let's
Thank
move
you.
on to others. Rohit, Pratham, Pujit. I want one of you to at least take one topic now. I had prepared so many topics, guys. I can't just go back without anyone talking on any of those topics.
So is it okay to don't turn on the camera? So
Yes,
because I
it's
am
okay.
unable to turn on the camera.
That's okay. That's okay. You can come still. You can take a topic. Who is this? Your name,
I'm
please.
Pujit. I'm
Pujit.
Pujit.
Okay. Pujit, I'll give you a topic. 1 minute. What was the first speech you ever gave and how did it shape you? What was the first speech you ever gave and how did it shape you, Pujit?
So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Pujit, the Toastmasters. So my topic was what was the first speech I ever gave and how it shaped me. So obviously it was my uh, icebreaker. So I recently completed my icebreaker. So I just uh, feel nervous while speaking and before the speech. But my club members are always pushing me hard and they are boosting my confidence and other things. So in I practice over and over for the icebreaker. So that icebreaker taught us a lot of things that trying is the best thing rather than leaving. So I just tried and give my best. And for the first time, I speak that much long with my icebreaker only. So in the reaction that I got was the memorable at all. So I just complete my icebreaker and I got the big round of applause from all the members in our club. So yes, that was the first speech I had, and it shapes me that uh, trying is the best thing apart from leaving. So over to you. Devdutt.
Great, Pujit. Glad to hear that you have already delivered your icebreaker speech. And we would like to have listen to your speech sometime in Satvik Toastmasters. Thank you for coming forward. So with that, I conclude the table topic section and we also have a table topic evaluator. I will let the team mod call the table topic evaluator to evaluate the table topics. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. Now it's time to call the table topic evaluation. It's time for table topic evaluation. For this, let me call Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Manoj, over to you.
I think we need to give a big round of applause for all those who came over on the screen today. Forget about the first speaker, all others. We had a lineup of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And 7 is a good number, isn't it? So great, Vikram, for accommodating so many of us. And everybody were eloquent, winning the hearts, not only ears. Let's start with Sahid. What makes the speech memorable? The first word or the final clap? I appreciate the content that you brought in. You talked about helping someone, jumped onto something which can be action speaks louder than words. So, why to talk about memorable speeches? Let's make our action speaking louder than words. You had, but the content was rich, but where you need to work on is bring a little bit of vocal variety and gestures. They are missing in your speech. Beside that, I feel you deflected from the content, deflected from the speech. Speech memorable, fast word to final clap. I wish you could have spoken more about that, maybe relating to one of your speeches, how you began your first word and the final clap. One speech or even the journey of Toastmaster could have been made it more relatable. But you own our heart by making or delivering a enriched content that talked about helping people rather than only speaking meaningless words. Next, we had a face off Aviram, Abiram vis-a-vis Rakesh, applause vis-a-vis silence. Yes. Aviram, you related to your personal experience, straight to your jumped on to talking about your school, where the claps and cheer of your schoolmates made you gain confidence to take on the stage and speak. Next time, try to bring in bit of variance in the pitch and the pauses. That's going to add resonance to your tone and impact the audience. Now, what to talk about Toastmaster Rakesh? You infused each word with the power. That's what great speakers do. They don't only speak, they infuse the emotions and power into whatever they speak. Your gestures were meaningful, like hearing. You are good vocabulary, talking about the train of seamless thoughts and the structure. Yet it has a great structure too. In a 2 minute speech, getting a structure is difficult. But you spoke about, okay. Secondly, I would like to speak about this. This shows you can formulate your thoughts, not only to give a great content, but also structure it using wonderful language to speak. I don't have any suggestions for you. Rakesh, I love the way you spoke. Next, the Vaishnavi vis-a-vis Subham, best speech vis-a-vis the fast speech. I like Subham. You said, yes, this is my fast speech. So admitting it in the first go, that's up to you. You have got great language, Subham. I found the way you use the language, you've got great confidence. You can articulate with confidence. The language flow is there. And the kind of language, one of the sentence you use, there is always a fast time. Great. Then you talked about your father, giving you that propelling force to go forward. All that shows, as they say, morning shows the day. We could see a wonderful speaker in times to come. Then we had Vaishnavi. The best speech is the first speech. And the icebreaker, you broke that ice to come out very, very confident. You did share a personal story. I would like your pace to be slowing down a bit. I found the pace to be too very fast. Slow down a bit, think and speak. If you start practicing it, it will become more relatable to the audience who are in front of you. Next, we had a Ansu as the speaker, spoke about opening vis-a-vis the closing in a speech. What is important? You took the middle path. That's great. That's the most safest path. Even Gautam Buddha taught us that. Take the middle path. And you did that. That shows the wisdom of you. And frank admission that, yes, this is my first stage performance. But you did a wonderful thing. And I'm waiting for more performances from you, Ansu. Now, next, the last but not the least, Toastmaster Pujit. First speech, how it shaped you. You talked about your icebreaker, the experience. And what I would like to suggest is, though your content was good, delivery were improving, bring in more content. What's the topic that you spoke on? How it felt after giving the talk? What you had thought of before speaking? And what was how it felt after speaking? So once you start correlating all that, you have a lot of content to speak on. I think you couldn't take the complete time. So if you can think on your feet, it will be a wonderful thing in times to come. So that's my evaluation for all the speakers. Thank you. Back to the TMOD of the day. Navya.
Thank you, Mr. for your motivational evaluation. Now, moving forward, let's have the evaluation session. For this, join me to welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shahid. Over to you, Toastmaster Shahid.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navya. So, evaluation is the champion's breakfast. So we have two prepared speeches today. So now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Vikram, who is the first evaluator for the speech given by Toastmaster Ravi. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Vikram to present his evaluation.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Shahid. So today I had the privilege of listening to Toastmaster Ravi's speech, which is the theme is value lead purpose. What a wonderful topic. I really want to appreciate you, Ravi, for taking that topic for today. And especially for this project where, speaking with a purpose, right? So that's the purpose, and you have accomplished the objective of your project. Congratulations to you. So speaking about values is both timeless and relevant. You brought in so many personalities from Mahatma Ji and, your personal experiences, which I truly enjoyed in your speech. And you reminded that each of us have to carry a value in every action we do. And that drives clarity and direction in our life. Amazing. I think there are so many young minds today in this session, and all of them would have got inspired because of this speech. And that is the most important objective of speaking with purpose. I think you did a tremendous job in that. Your opening was very impactful. I think you started with a question and all of us got really amazed and started answering you. And that is a very good opening, I would say. And then your voice, and then I think the best thing that I found in your speech is your gestures, right? So you have a very good body language where whatever you speak, your body responds to it. If you're conveying a message, your body also conveys the message, which is something really, really wonderful to see on screen. Even though we are virtually connected, I could still feel the energy of your speech delivered with your body language. That is the most important thing that I enjoyed in your speech, which many of us want to improve upon. So you led that area. Now coming to the recommendations, I don't have too many recommendations to you, Ravi, because you are already a seasoned speaker as I see you. But still, to take your speeches to the next level, I would say a few of those comments which will take your speech to the next level. Already your speech is good, but all of us expect to do a little better than what we are doing, right? So that's why I'm bringing out some of the points which I thought might help you. First thing is your structure. I felt that, you brought in personalities, you brought in questions, you brought in a great body language. But what I felt is a little bit of structuring of your speech could have helped audience walk with you through your speech, right? I felt little in between structure could be a little strong, like an opening, and then a little bit of a body, and then a strong closing. And then your personal storytelling, I think you spoke about values in general sense, but I wanted you to bring out the value that you actually had it's seen in your personal life and how it driven you with clarity, right? By starting with the value that you will add to our lives, you will start getting the purpose very clearly, and you will also get the clarity. So that I was expecting in your speech. And yeah, those are the two things. And to wrap up, I think overall it's a thought-provoking and meaningful speech. I really, you delivered it very well with gestures and your strong communication. And all the best to you and congratulations to you, Ravi. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, for the wonderful evaluation and the eloquent suggestions given. So now I would like to call upon our Toastmaster Manoj to give the evaluation for our second speaker, Toastmaster Vishal. So we'd like to hear the Manoj evaluation from our hearts, not from ears. So it's over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
I see something in you. Does that bring some memory to you? Vidyarachi from Sri Lanka goes on to win the ISS speech in the bigger screen. And today I saw that in you, Vishal, when you start speaking. The title, from shaky voice to steady leadership, quite appropriately carved for this path-breaking speech of yours. Why do I call it a path-breaking? You started with a question. And that question was worded so well. Have you ever felt your hand shaky, sweaty, like mini waterfall? And your heart says, your mind says, run, run, run. This is called visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Not everybody uses that. But today, Vishal, you use those figurative language to bring in that visual imagery as if it's being depicted, as if you're trying to make people experience what a greenhorn experiences on the first go. Wonderfully done. Not only you added humor to that in the beginning, you waited for responses from the audience. And when you got two responses, you responded with bravo. These are the two brave hearts. Wonderfully done, Vishal. Not everybody responds like that. That shows what maturity you have gained undergoing these 12 speeches, in which 5 times you are declared as the best speaker. Today also won't be that different. I assure you that. Now, next is aligning your content to dynamic leadership. It was completely aligned. How this path made you a dynamic leader and confident leaders also. You had great vocabulary and language. Toastmaster is a laugh for growth. Heart pounding, sweaty palms. My goodness, I wish I could use all this language. Now, with all these great things, where it can still be improved, this is your final path-breaking speech. You cannot be seated down to speak. One need to stand up. So next time, do that once you on your next pathway. Use the space. And then your hand gestures were quite monotonous. To leave an impact, you have to bring in variety. Yes, sweaty palms. But slowly I gained confidence. Your gestures, your actions all need to speak when you stand over there. Vocal jugglery is another thing that you need to bring in. I wasn't feeling that confident, but slowly now, today, I can speak confidently. So bring in those pitch, variety in the pitch just to make it more impactful. So I'm waiting to see a new Vishal in the new pathway. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for a wonderful evaluation, and hope the speaker will note down all these things and make the next speech to the next level with these suggestions. So with this, we have completed our evaluation things, and now we will go to the reports from our tag team. Or before going to the, okay, we will go with the listener in the end. Now I will call upon our timer Aniket to present his report.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Shahid. Among the prepared speeches section, both the speakers were within the time limit. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar for around 7 minutes 30 seconds, and Toastmaster Vishal spoke for around 9 minutes 50 seconds. There was some confusion from my end. The time limit for the second speaker was around 10 to 12 minutes only. So there was also a time limit. So in the table topics section, the
Aniket, there is a disturbance in your voice. Can you fix that, please? We cannot hear you clearly.
Okay. Now, can you hear?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Yeah, among the prepared speeches section, Toastmaster, both the speakers were within the time limit. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar had spoken for 7 minutes 30 seconds and Toastmaster Vishal for 9 minutes 50 seconds. Also, the time limit for second speaker was 10 to 12 minutes only. So, among the table topic section, the all speakers were within the time limit. Toastmaster Manoj spoken for 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Shahid 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Abhiram, guest Abhiram 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Rakesh 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Shubham 1 minute 40 seconds. Vaishnavi 2 minutes 20 seconds. Anshu guest Anshu spoke for 40 seconds. And Toastmaster Pujit spoke for 1 minute 10 seconds. Among the evaluation section, Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 3 minutes 10 seconds and Toastmaster Manoj spoke for 3 minutes 15 seconds. So, yeah, this is it from my report. Over to Toastmaster Shahid.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for presenting us the timer report. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Hemawati for the R counter report.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, General Manager Toastmaster Sahib. Actually, I want to clear a thing that using filler words in our speeches is not really that bad, but it is very great that speaker does not want to give up their speeches and continue the speech using the filler words or filler phrases. And congratulations all the speakers who completed their speeches using the filler words. It may be not that bad using filler words. So I'm here to give my report. Coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, you have used the words 10,000 unique purpose like belief. These words like more than 3 times, and you have more than 5 short pauses and a long pause. Please look into your accounts to make your speech far more better for the next speech. And then Toastmaster Vishal, you have used the words like, right, that, so more than 3 times, and you have 2 short pauses. I request you to look into the speeches with the report I have given to make your speeches better for the next speeches. And coming to the table topic session, kudos to the Toastmaster Manoj. You have no filler words or no filler phrases. You make your speech very interactive and very good with no filler words and filler phrases as well. Kudos to you. And Toastmaster Sahid, you have used words like and, like, maybe, so more than 3 times, and you have sound. I request you to look into the changes and do best in your next speech. And Abhiram, you have uh, filler words and filler phrases counts like during, sound, so, and like more than 5 times, and you have one long pause. I request you also to look into your speeches while giving the next speech. And then Rakesh, you have very few filler words like they are, because, and you have one short pause. Um, these are the only filler words you have. Or maybe if you could work a little more, you could be better in your next speech. All the best for that. And Toastmaster Shubham, you have sounds like and the words or more than 3 times, and you have used the filler word like I more than 5 times. Please look into that so that your speeches will be great next time. And then Toastmaster Vaishnavi, you have very few filler words like and so less than 3 times, and you have one short pause and a sound less than 5 times. I request you to look into the changes and do best in your next speech. And unsure, you have a long pause, a short pause, and an sound. Please look into that. And Toastmaster Pujit, you have filler words like so and less than 5 times, and a sound less than 3 times. Please look into that for your next speech. Coming to the evaluation segment of table topic segment, Toastmaster Manoj. You also have lesser filler words in the segment. The words like and the sound less than 3 times. Your evaluation is great. These are the small changes that are needed. Please look into it. And coming to the next evaluation segment, Toastmaster Vikram, you also have a lesser filler words or filler phrases. The words that use is you know and the word and less than 3 times, and you have filler sound less than 5 times. I request you to look into these changes and be best in your next speech. And next evaluator to Toastmaster Manoj, you have no filler words. That's actually great. Yes, this is my kudos to you. This is my report. Thank you for this opportunity and over to General Evaluator Toastmaster Sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemavati, for being vigilant on all our ahs and ums. And just a note for all the whoever spoken for the first time. So these ahs and ums, these are quite natural. So over the time, if we work upon, so these will definitely go. So like Manoj, we can also speak without any fillers and ahs and ums. Okay. So now move on to the next role player, Toastmaster Vaishnavi for the grammarian report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahid, for handing over the stage to me. So I am back with my report. And first of all, I would come to the bad usage of grammar. That is how uniqueness you are. It it should be more like how unique you are. Okay. Somebody says that the freedom to India. It should be freedom to India. Reduce the article. Okay. Before these type of words. Okay. Somebody said that personal opinion. You know what is this? This is redundancy. No one can use like they both have a same meaning. Personal opinion. Opinion is obviously of personal type of thing. So it should be opinion only. Okay. Better you use the word opinion only. Somebody has said towards many members. I mean, if you are using, again, this is redundancy. And if you are using members, then it is only already plural. You do not have to use many. Okay. So it should be more better for towards members. Okay. So coming on to the good usage, let us come to the speaker number 1, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar. So he had used a lot of phrases and figure of speeches. Let us discuss. Drive a fetch. This is a metaphor used by Toastmaster Ravi Kumar that means drive a purpose. How beautifully did he, compare the drive a purpose to the fetch. Okay. As Mahatma Gandhi has a value to his own. See, this is simile, which really used to compare. Like simile is something which helps us to compare with the words as and like. Okay, so he compared Mahatma Gandhi's value to his transforming the value of transforming people. Okay, and articulated and fetch was the nice word used by Toastmaster Ravi Kumar. Coming on to the speaker number 2, Toastmaster Vishal. He had used a lot of, beautiful phrases. He has, Toastmaster Manoj has already taken all these things, but also I am also going to share you lot of figure of speeches and lot of phrases which really beautify his speech. Palms turn into waterfall, mini waterfall. This really indicate his sweat which was on his palms. So this was the metaphor. nervousness to the horror movie. He compares the nervousness to the horror movie. So again, this was the metaphor. Low expectation but high pleasure. This is irony. So this is again irony, a figure of speech. Terrified was a nice word. Ribbon compares. Okay, he compared ribbon of best speaker to the courage, practice, and persistence. This was the metaphor. Fear not a enemy, but it's a signal with a pounding heart. This was a very beautiful phrase. He really used a lot of figure of speech and phrases which really, really beautify his speeches. Jagla of balls. He personified the jagla of balls to the growth. Grow, love, laugh. So this was the alliteration. From shaky voice to the leadership. This was the phrase used by Toastmaster Vishal. Now coming on to the table topic session, Toastmaster Manoj, how smartly did he use the sentence from shaky voice to steady leadership? This was the phrase. And black magic to the words. Again, this was the metaphor. Toastmaster Lakesh, oh my God, he really has a very good vocabulary. Like if I would share some, words, then you listen it. Perceive, embedded, oblivion, ultimate core of heart, unwind. These all are the very beautiful words. Toastmaster Shubham, use brain of thought. Heart is breathing out. Little less career. I think this was his first speech, and even after that, he used a very beautiful phrases. So this really makes his speech nice. And coming on to my favorite part, the person who used word of the day and phrase of the day. So I would like to thank Toastmaster Shahid to use word of the day for the 2 times. Toastmaster Navya for using word of the day. Toastmaster Manoj to use word of the day for the 2 times. Toastmaster Vikram to use the word of the day. And phrase of the day. Toastmaster Shahid used phrase of the day for the 2 times. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, Toastmaster Navya, Toastmaster Manoj used phrase of the day for the 2 times. Toastmaster Vikram and Toastmaster Rakesh used the phrase of the day. This is it from my side, and I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shahid. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, for a wonderful report. I would like everyone to give a big round of applause for our detailed report on each and everything and explaining us what is it is a metaphor or what is it is irony. So it's really very nice report from your side, Vaishnavi. And thanks. And it is a very eloquent report, I say. So now I will be having a quite interesting session from our Toastmaster Pujit for the listener role. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Pujit.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, Lal, once again, a warm good afternoon to everyone. So that was a very interesting and amazing meet I have. So from the previous speeches to the table topics, innovations in the reports, all are amazing. So I was mesmerized. So kudos to all the speakers and their role players who done a great job. And so coming to the speaker part, so from the benefit of the guests, I prepared some questions. So, just intro, these questions are just for the guests. So after that, all the Toastmasters can be answered. So you can also help. Okay. So how many guests are there in the meet? Okay, let's start. So if you know the answer, just raise your hand. So I will be identified to give a chance to answer you. So my first question was, you will find me in the Toastmaster role. I guide the meeting. That's my goal. What am I? So I will repeat the question. You will find me in a Toastmaster role. I guide the meeting. That's my goal. What am I? So it's Abhiram.
Yeah, is a grammarian?
No. So Vishal.
Toastmaster of the day, who's hosting the meeting?
Yes, Vishal, this is Toastmaster of the day. So today's Steve. And my second question to the guests. So just so it will be easy to understand what are the roles. So these questions are based on the roles. So my next question was, I don't give speeches, but I watch. I count your in hours when just once also. What am I? Shivam,
Is it the listener?
who? Shivam, can you answer?
Yeah, is it the listener? Sorry if I am not able to audible.
No, you are audible. Just say the answer.
Is it the listener you are supposed mentioning? Or did
I'll
I
give it.
got the question wrong?
I will repeat the question for you. I don't give speeches, but I watch everyone. I count your R's and E's, just even once. Who am I? Shivam, you have to hurry. All the other people are raising their hand. They know the answer.
Sorry, I cannot answer. Sorry.
Yeah, take your
I
time and
should
think.
skip. Yeah, let
No
me
worries.
think on that.
Hmm, Any other guess? Anshu?
Can I go ahead,
Okay.
Pujit?
Vikram, can you answer?
R counter.
Yes. The person who counts the R's and E's is R counter. Okay, Shivam?
Actually, the answer
Okay.
is there in his question itself.
Yes. Just listen carefully and think. Okay. So my next question. People take me, but not with their feet. I help them to improve every time. That's we met. Who am I? I will repeat the question. People take me, but not with their feet. I help them to improve every time. That we met. What am I? So this
Evaluation.
question is uh, can I repeat the question? So Vishal,
Ravi
it
answered it, I think.
Yeah, I think Ravi has
is
already answered what I wanted to.
true.
Ravi has already answered what I wanted to. So
Okay, I'm sorry. So Toastmaster Ravi, can you answer again, please?
Yeah, evaluation. Evaluator.
Yes, was the evolution. And so okay. Last question for this segment. I am where leaders are made and fear are unmade. What am I? Okay, Vaishnavi.
Toastmaster Club.
Yes, the Toastmaster International. So okay. So now I started asking the question from our meeting. So it's about the listener speech, my intro. So what was the tagline that the listener used in his intro?
Sorry, can you come again?
So okay, what was the tagline used by the listener on his intro? So as a listener, I used a tagline before ending my introduction. All are thinking back, going back. Does anyone know? Okay, okay. The answer was stay tuned. I might have a question for you. So the answer was stay tuned. I might have a question for you. So okay, for the guess, so it was an easy question. Who was the general evaluator of this meet? So these questions are only for guess.
There's only one
Shubham?
guest right now, who is Abhiram, I think. Oh,
Okay.
Anshu is the, yeah, Anshu.
Yes. Shubham, can you answer?
Okay. Shubham also, yeah.
Yeah, Said. General evaluator is Said. Hope I
Yes.
got that right.
Yes, you are right, Shubham. The general evaluator was Shubham.
So Shubham, you are like
Okay. So
Go
my
ahead,
next
Shubham.
question was, who was the English teacher of this meeting? Who was the English teacher of this meeting? Shubham, you answered earlier. Can you take the answer? So I will ask again. Who was the English teacher of this meeting?
So are you asking to me? Sorry,
Yes.
there is some problem with my headphones. I am not able to hear clearly.
Okay. TM
That
Bodi
might be
Navya,
an
you
issue.
raise your hand. Navya, can you answer?
Master Vaishnavi.
Yes. The English teacher was the grammarian, none other than Toastmaster Vaishnavi, who gave the crisp and clear report earlier. So my next question: who typed the first message in the chat box when the TMOD asked the question, "What Toastmaster gives you?" Don't see? Okay, Anshu, you raise your hand. Anshu?
Yeah. R. Grammarian.
Who?
Vaishnav.
No. Who typed the first message when the TMOD asks? Yes, TMOD Navya, you raised your hand first.
Abhiram.
Yes, it was Abiram. And my final question: what was the title of speaker one of today's meeting? It's again Toastmaster Navya. Yes, TMOD Navya.
Values lead purpose.
Yes, the speaker one's title was Values Leads Purpose. And this listener segment. So I hope you got idea what the listener role was. So this may help you recollect all the key moments of the meeting. So that's where we stay tuned and actively listen to every segment of the meeting. So thank you, and over to you, Chandra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pujit. So that was really an good one. Good. Till now we had this session only with respect to the whatever the things happen, but you as the new members are there in that meeting, so you brought some questions which are about the role wise, those things. That is really innovative, I feel. So with this, we have completed all our role players and we are almost going to close also. It's already 1:01. So now I will quickly give my general evaluation. And overall, I felt it was a very good meeting. So from starting till the listener, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. And in all the each section, with due respect to the time, I am not going in detail. So each and every section was very much effectively executed, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you are also have enjoyed it. And coming to the improvement parts, I have 2 to 3 improvements, which if we incorporate, then that will be very smooth in executing the whole meeting. So I see like at the beginning of the meeting, the recording was not started. So I request the sergeant at arms to have an eye on the recording thing. So if it is not started, so try to tell anyone so that we will start the meeting, or anyone from the crew can have an eye on that so that the meeting recording will be started on time. And one more suggestion on the timer part. So that was admitted that there was a confusion happened with the regular thing and the second speaker one. So maybe we can, this is a learning for us. So we will vigilant on that and try to learn these things. And the TMOD, the topic was good. So I felt like whatever the content you have delivered in the initial phase itself. So if you have distributed that content throughout the meeting, and if you have delivered in between, so that would be more interactive and more informative, I felt. So these are the suggestions from my general evaluation side. And thank you for giving me this opportunity for being a general evaluator. And I will give the virtual podium back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navya.
Just right. Thank you once again to all our speakers, evaluators, and every member who participated in today's meeting. From the courage of your first word to the confidence displayed in your speeches and thoughtful feedback shared in evaluation, today we have witnessed the true spirit of Toastmasters, learning, growing, and celebrating together. Our theme, from first words to last applause, reminds us that every moment counts. Every step we take, every word we speak, and every bit of courage we show contributes to our journey as communicators and also as leaders. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about embracing challenges, learning from mistakes, and celebrating every small victory along the way. And now, as we officially close this meeting, it's my pleasure to hand over the stage back to our preceding officer, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for that lovely topic that you have brought in today. So it really made us feel that how important it is to start than being perfect. So I think all of us resonated well with the topic, and amazing speeches and table topics as well. So let's do some polls which are pending from the sections. So I request the Zoom master to bring up the polls for the best speaker, best. Okay, now we see the poll on the screen. Please vote for the best lead role player, the Toastmaster of the day, the table topic master, and the general evaluator. Whom you think did a great job? You can give your open-hearted feedback. Whom you think did their role well? All right. I think most of you have voted. Fine. Can we have the next poll? For the, yeah, you see the best auxiliary role player poll right now on your screen. Whom you think is the best auxiliary role player? Grammarian, timer, accounter, or the listener? Next, you have the best table topic speaker poll on your screen. There were around 7 speakers. So all the speaker names are listed here. Please vote for the best table topic speaker. I see only one of them voted out of 6 members. Please go ahead and vote, guys. Okay, so all of you voted? Only 10 members have voted so far. Okay. Great. Next is the last but not the least, best speaker. Whom you think is the best speaker for today? Ravi and Vishal are the 2 speakers. Please vote for them. Whom you think did a great job. I know both of the speeches were so impactful, but we have to choose one. Right? So please go ahead and vote. Fine. Next comes the best evaluator. Whom you think did a great job in evaluation? There were two evaluators for today, right? One is me and Manoj. So please go ahead and share your votes. 10 members have voted so far. All right. So with that, I think all the polls are done. Let me share the results. Zoom Master, would you like to share the results with me?
Yes, I'm sharing 1 minute.
All right. Okay, so while the Zoom Master shares his results, the final results, I would like to formally give my feedback about the entire session and how it went. So overall, I really enjoyed this session, and every single person who had played your roles, like be it auxiliary roles or lead roles, or even speakers for that matter, table topic speakers, all of you did a great job, a fabulous job, because of which we enjoyed this meeting from the start till the end. Every moment uh, is really amazing. I can see the energy, high energy in the young people today, because we had a lot of new people from the college group. I think so many people from the finance background. I know that you all had brought in your true energy here from the first comer, who is Shubham, I think, right? Shubham is the first time attending this Toastmaster, but still you added a lot of positive energy in this meeting. And that is the true purpose of this session. So each of us learn from each other. And here we have the results for today. So let me start with the best evaluator. So the best evaluator for today is Toastmaster Manoj, who evaluated the speech of Toastmaster Vishal. Manoj, can you spotlight Toastmaster Manoj, please? Zoom Master. Okay. Um, Let me spotlight Manoj. Manoj, how do you feel being selected as the best evaluator? Please share your comments. I think you're on mute, Manoj.
Mute, Manoj.
It was a great opportunity to evaluate a path-breaking speech today. These are my apology. We couldn't time you properly because towards the end you have to rush up, or else it was a great speech.
All right. But Manoj, one thing I want to tell you is you stood up and you gave your evaluation. And you also gave a comment to the speaker that he has to stand up while giving the speech. So you already did that. So that was really amazing way of conveying an improvement to a speaker. That hats off to you. And maybe, I have to learn that from you. Thank you so much, Manoj. Next, we have the best lead role player. Can anyone guess who is the best lead role player? It's none other than our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navya. Hi, Navya. How do you feel for being selected as the best lead role player?
Actually, Vikram, I'm both happy and sad. Happy because I got the best role, and sad because this is my last role in Toastmasters. I'm dropping from Toastmasters this January, as this is my last year in my BTech, right? I just want to focus on my career, and I'm sure I'll be back into Toastmasters within couple of years. Thank you.
That's really wonderful. You have connected with your hearts, not just by your words. And we would love to have you back soon. Be it your end of your college time, you can still join Toastmasters and be active here. There are several, even you can join Satvik Toastmasters also. We would love to have you in our club. So most welcome to you. Don't lose this track of self-development and self-expression. So you are going to really be a different person day by day once you are in this journey. Okay. Right. And next we have the best auxiliary role player. Can anyone guess who it is?
Vaishnavi.
Yes, it is Vaishnavi, who the person who gave a extensive report of the grammar. I think you are an English teacher by yourself. I think Shahid
Thank
had
you so much.
introduced you, who is the English teacher for the session. I think you did that job very well. So Vaishnavi, how do you feel? I think this is the second time you are playing the grammarian role and taking the best auxiliary role player, I think, right?
No. Actually, for the first time, I was table topic master, and then also I won the role. And today I am grammarian, and I am very, very happy that I won this role. As well as I want to say that I have learned a lot from this meeting, and this meeting was really, really inspiring. Even after I was the grammar teacher, I learned a lot from lot of people. Like they had used a lot better vocabulary. So lot of learning was there, and thank you so much.
Yeah, Vaishnavi, I want to add one thing. Your attention to the details, right? That is truly amazing and inspiring. Anyone who plays the grammarian role, you have set the benchmark how we should play that role. So hats off for that. And the connecting to your experience that your first speech was the best speech. Now I can truly resonate with your first role as a grammarian. Also, you became the best, auxiliary role player. So you truly are an inspiration to most of us here. And I want to add a few points here for people who are not coming forward for auxiliary role players. Many of us want to be speakers or lead role players, but not auxiliary role players. But I want to tell you one thing, right? Being an auxiliary role player, what you're doing is you're training your mind on the role that you're playing. For example, if you're playing a timer role, I have myself played a timer role. When you do that role, what you're training your mind is to be on time. It's not for others. You yourself learn it. Now, you played a grammarian role. Tomorrow, do you think you will make any grammatical mistakes? You'll be very conscious whenever you are coming up on stage because you played that role, right? Even once if you play that role, you will have the value of it throughout your life. So please come forward going for in upcoming sessions for doing auxiliary role plays. Those are truly amazing roles as well. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. Next, we have the best table topic speaker. Can someone guess who is the best table topic speaker?
Toastmaster Rakesh.
Rakesh, yes. Toastmaster Rakesh, you showed the power in your words and wonderfully delivered, a face off. You faced off with Abhiram. I think you truly took the topic. Thank you so much, Rakesh. How do you feel for being selected as the best table topic speaker?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I am overwhelmed with the blessings, with the with the blessings you are showering onto me by choosing the best table topic speaker. Actually, I want to tell the guests out there that this is the best platform where you can hone up the skill, the communication skill, coupled with the leadership qualities and the networking. So you should not lose the time. As soon as possible, please join the Toastmaster International, the Sattvic Club, the Sattvic Toastmaster Club. Then only you will become the good speaker, good leader, a good human being also, because that makes you more disciplined, more thoughtful about the opportunities that they are just roaming around you, hovering around you. Otherwise you are just unconscious of the fact that you are among the opportunities or just sleeping over them. That will wake you up and just clinch the opportunities to your benefit. That means it is truly a platform where a human being is made in true sense. So that is why my earnest request is that please, dear guests, please become Toastmaster at the earliest possible. With this, I place my sincere thanks to everybody who has chosen me as the best table topic speaker, and thank you very much, the Sattvic Toastmaster Club, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rakesh. I think you did the second speech now with the table topics again. You convinced all the guests to join Toastmasters Club. That's truly amazing. Thank you so much. And next, final, last but not the least, the best speaker. Can anyone guess who is the best speaker?
Vishal.
While we had two
Vishal.
speakers, both of them did a tremendous job. We have to choose one among them, and that is Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal is being selected as the best speaker. Toastmaster Vishal, how do you feel for being selected as the best speaker? And you're also completing your pathway. So I think you have the two feathers on your hat now.
Thank you, Vikram, and Amarnath also for giving me this opportunity to be part of this club today and deliver my last speech of my pathway. And it was really the energy which I saw in this club, especially the newcomers and like the existing people, the way they have taken up the roles and the responsibilities of fulfilling their roles. I really loved that and the commitment that they have showed. And and the evaluation from Manoj, it was one of the best evaluations I must have got among the 15 speeches that I must have given in this complete pathway. And really, really, I enjoyed that thing, Manoj. Thanks a lot. And I would keep coming to this club for this energy which I have been seeing today, and definitely
Yes.
give my speeches in the near future. Thank
I
you.
want to ask you one more question, Vishal. I think you are completing your pathway now. So do you want to share some of your experiences, maybe in just 1 or 2 minutes? How do you feel? How did you keep up with that? Timing of what was the timing you took, and what was your learnings from completing a pathway?
Okay, so actually, like it's been close to 9 to 10 months that I have been part of the Toastmasters International, to be frank. And like from the day I joined as a guest for 1 or 2 sessions, but from then I wanted to be one of the brave speakers who have been there on the stage. So that's where I started my Toastmaster journey. Like my very first speech again was little shaking and all that, which I already mentioned in my speech. It was really nervous. I was nervous. I was literally forgetting. And if I go back to my own past, where I used to be part of one of the elocution competitions in my schooling and all, I used to only remember that, like, it is all about delivering the speech. And like, if we have written a content, I was trying to ensure that I'm sticking to the content, missing the lines not missing the lines. And for example, if I missed line, I used to go back to the para and come back again. That was one of the worst way that we couldn't actually put a public speaking aspect. But Toastmasters has really taught me that it's not about sticking to the content. It's about speaking by heart and engaging the people. So no one knows what you have written in the content in the prepared speech, actually. But if we are able to deliver what we wanted, if we are able to stick to the purpose, is what we actually look into, and that's where we can keep the audience engaging and win their hearts. That is one thing which I have learned. And as part of the dynamic leadership journey, like some of the electives which I have chosen, like focus on positive, change management, and high performance leadership, things like this have actually turned the way I look into the leadership, because I used to think that leadership is all about being perfect, but it is not, never the case. It's leadership is again a learning journey by itself. We experience them, we lead people, we start being empathetic, we understand our members, and that's how we grow as a leader, by giving the opportunities to others and build that team as a leadership by itself. So that is something which I have really, really learned throughout this journey, and I'll definitely take this forward in my coming like real time as opportunities. Thank you everyone for that.
Thank you, Vishal. It's truly inspiring to hear that the pathway you chose has transformed the way you see leadership as. It's truly a very powerful statement that you have mentioned here. So for the guests who are here for the first time, please take this as your inspiration and join Toastmasters wherever you possible, whenever possible. Take up roles, come forward, give your speeches, table topics. I think it's truly going to transform the way you see yourself, and your vocabulary will improve, and you as a public speaker are going to evolve. So with that note, I will hand over the stage to the Sergeant at Arms to conclude the meeting officially. And congratulations to all the speakers and the winners, and those who participated today and did not get a best role player or anything. Please think that you all are also played the role very well today. Just that today was the other person a little bit short and a high energy, but all of you played to the best. And I really want to thank all of you, whoever joined this meeting, for making this meeting a wonderful experience to all of us. So with that, Sergeant at Arms, please conclude the meeting.
Yeah, I conclude the meeting.